Welcome to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Iris and I love baking. I love creating. But every now and then I will find this great recipe. I will try that recipe, and then if I like it, I will bring it to you guys. I especially wanted to come on here and thank all my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. It means a lot to me. I'm going to be creating a Caribbean cake because it's filled with coconut flavor, pineapples, and anyway, you are going to love it. Your family members are going to love it. The recipe is very simple. I will try to keep it as simple as I can on my end. And again, I want to thank everybody for returning to my channel and welcome new subscribers. Don't forget to like, share, and if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. What do we got to lose? With that said, let's get baking. Okay guys, so one of the very first things you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 350 Fahrenheit. You're going to need two 8-inch by 2-inch height pans. Unfortunately, I only got one of those, so I'm going to just use this one. There's also 8-inch, but it's like 3 inches high. So we're going to put this aside, and we're going to begin to sift our ingredient. So our ingredient is, you want to get yourself some self-rising cake flour. This one is Pillsbury. You can actually use any kind. So this is 1/4 cup of self-rising flour. I'm going to put that aside. So we're going to begin. I always like to cream my butter. So this is non-salted butter, and it's soft but not quite melting. And so we're going to put that in there. Oops, got a little sugar in there for some reason. We're going to take our butter and we are going to use 1 cup of granulated sugar. If you have fine sugar, you could definitely use the fine sugar. It would actually work better because you won't have to stir so much. But for now, a cup of granulated sugar. And I am going to beat that until lightly cream. So this is going to take a couple of minutes. And we're going to begin to add our 3 eggs, one at a time, just until they combine. So we're going to add to this 2/3 cups of dry coconut. These are sweetened. You could get the unsweetened kind. And we're going to throw that in there. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of coconut cream. I use Goya, of course. I'm from Puerto Rico, right? So you can use any kind, but Goya usually works great. So we're going to incorporate that in there as well. And I am going to mix that for a few seconds, nothing major. Okay. Now notice that I didn't add any vanilla to the mixture. It is not necessary with this particular recipe. You can go ahead and use it, but I find that without the vanilla, it works just as good. And I am going to taste this because I'm sure it tastes wonderful. Oops. Oh yeah. So we're almost done, guys. So we're gonna organize this a little bit because a clean surface is what's gonna make your job a lot easier. Okay, now this is the part that you do not want to overmix. Anytime you're adding your flour, you do not want to overmix that. So I'm gonna add the flour in 3 sections. So as you notice, I'm just using this, and we're going to kind of fold that in there, guys. Now this is a very thick batter, so don't get too nervous because that's what the batter calls for. There you go. Now you see how thick that cream is? It should be that dark. Alright, now let's get our pan. Now my pan, I don't like to grease the corners because I want that cake to rise. And we're going to split that among the two. So as you can see, the cakes are done. You could usually tell because they get a nice color, a nice brown color on top, but also when you touch them, they're nice and springy. So we're gonna leave this sit, we're gonna let them sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna go with a knife and I'm gonna loosen the corners and flip them upside down on this rack to dry. We'll be right back.